everyone. Welcome back to Talk Lisa, the English podcast where we make learning feel like a warm conversation between friends. I'm Lisa.
And I'm Mark. We are truly happy that you've chosen to spend your time practicing with us today. Lisa, I was thinking about our topic today. Be, been, and being. They are so small, but they carry so much weight, don't they?
Absolutely, Mark. They are like the foundation of a house. If the foundation is strong, the whole house is stable. But for many learners, these words feel like a confusing maze.
That's why we're starting with the simplest one, the root, the base, the word, be.
I like to call be the dream word. Why? Because when we think about the future or who we want to become, we always use be. Mark, do you remember what you wanted to be when you were a child?
Oh, I remember clearly. I wanted to be an astronaut. I wanted to be brave and travel to the stars. I wasn't an astronaut then, but the word be allowed me to hold on to that dream.
That's exactly it. Be is not about when or how long. It is about the state of something. It's about a goal. For example, many of our listeners are here because they want to be fluent in English.
Right. They aren't saying, I am fluent yet. They're looking at the future. They're saying, I want to be confident when I speak. Let's look at how we use be in daily life, away from dreams. Think about advice. When a friend is going through a hard time, what do we say? We say, be strong. Or if someone is rushing and making mistakes, we say, be patient. We are giving them a mindset. We are telling them how to exist in that moment.
It's also very common in instructions. Imagine a mother getting her children ready for school. She says, be quick, the bus is coming. Or, be careful when you cross the street. Notice, listeners, that in these sentences, be stands alone. It's powerful. It's a command, but it can also be very gentle. Let's try a work situation. Your boss might tell you, please be on time for the meeting tomorrow. She isn't talking about today or yesterday. She is setting an expectation for the future. Be on time.
Exactly. Or a friend inviting you to a party might say, just be yourself. Everyone will love you. Be yourself. That is such a beautiful use of the word.
It really is. So, to summarize for our listeners, use be when you talk about 1. A wish. I want to be happy. 2. Advice. Be kind to others. 3. Instructions. Be quiet in the cinema.
It's the starting point word. Before you can have been or being, you must first have the idea of be.
Let's practice some sentences together, everyone. I will say it, and you repeat it out loud. Don't worry about your accent. Just focus on the word be.
Ready? I want to be better at English. Please be patient with me. It's important to be honest.
Wonderful. You see? No grammar stress. Just a simple word for big ideas.
Now that we've opened the door with BE, let's see what happens when that dream starts to travel through time. Let's talk about been.
Now, let's move forward to the word that usually makes people's hearts beat a little faster. Been.
Yes, been. I've seen students look at this word like it's a scary ghost. They think about past participles and perfect tenses, and they want to run away.
But wait, don't run. Let's change how we look at it. If B is a dream, then bin is a bridge. It's a bridge that connects your past to your present. It tells the story of your life's journey.
I love that image, Lisa. A bridge. It means the action started in the past, but the feeling or the result is still here with us right now.
Exactly. Let's look at a very common life situation. Imagine you are walking in the park and you see an old friend. You haven't spoken for a year. You don't just ask about 1 minute in the past. You want to know about their whole life during that year. What do you ask, Mark?
You ask, "How have you been?"
Perfect. How have you been? That small word been covers everything from last year until this second. Your friend might say, "I have been very busy with my new job."
Notice something important here, everyone. Been is a social word. It doesn't like to be alone. It almost always travels with its partners, have or has.
Like a tandem bicycle, right? You need both to move. You don't say, "I've been tired." You say, "I have been tired."
Let's talk about travel. This is where been is used the most. Lisa, have you ever been to Japan?
Yes, I have been to Japan twice. Now, listen carefully. When I say that, I am not telling you when I went. I am telling you that I have the experience of Japan inside me. It is part of my life's history.
Right. If you say, "I went to Japan," it sounds like a finished story in a book. But "I have been to Japan" sounds like a treasure you are carrying in your pocket right now.
What about feelings, Mark? We use been a lot for emotions that last for a while.
Oh, definitely. Imagine you have a big exam tomorrow. You started feeling nervous on Monday, and today is Thursday. You say, "I have been nervous all week." The nervousness is like a long thread that started in the past and is still pulling on you now.
Or think about your English journey. Many of our listeners can say, "I have been learning English for a long time." That sentence carries so much respect. It shows your effort, your time, and your consistency. It's not just a one-time action, it's a process. Let's practice some bridge sentences. Remember to look for the partner words have or has. Repeat after us. I have been to that restaurant before. It has been a beautiful day so far. Have you been sleeping well?
Great job! Remember, when you use been, you are telling a story that isn't over yet. You are connecting who you were to who you are now.
That's the magic of been. It makes your English sound human and rich with experience.
So, we have the dream be and the bridge been. Now, let's talk about the right now moment. Let's look at being.
We've talked about the dream of be and the bridge of been. Now let's talk about the most alive word of the three. Being.
Ah, being. This word is like a high-definition camera. It doesn't look at the future or the past. It focuses its lens right on this very second, or around this time.
Exactly. And here is the secret key for our listeners. Being is almost always about behavior that is temporary.
That is a huge point, Lisa. Temporary behavior. Let's explain that with a real-life example. Everyone has that one friend who is usually very cheerful and happy, right? Let's call him Kevin.
Okay, Kevin is usually the life of the party. But today, Kevin is sitting in the corner, not talking to anyone. He looks a bit annoyed.
If I say, "Kevin is rude," I'm talking about his personality. I'm saying he's a mean person 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
But that's not true. He's usually nice. So, To be fair, I should say, Kevin is being rude today. Be. Do you hear the difference, listeners? Is being means it's a mood. It's like a cloud passing over the sun. The sun is still there, his nice personality, but the cloud, the rude behavior, is what we see right now. This is why being is so powerful in relationships. It's a soft word. If you tell your partner, you are being selfish, it's much better than saying, you are selfish.
Right. One is an attack on who they are, and the other is just noticing how they are acting at this moment. It leaves room for change.
We also use being when we talk about things happening to objects around us. Have you ever been to a restaurant where the service was slow, Mark?
Oh, many times. I'm sitting there, hungry, and I see the waiters rushing. I might say, our food is being prepared right now. Yes, it's a process. It's happening as we speak. Or if you're at the mechanic, you say, my car is being repaired. It's not finished and it's not the past. It's right in the middle of the action. Let's look at ourselves too. Sometimes we use being to explain our own honesty. I might say, Lisa, I'm being serious. Your English has improved so much. Thank you, Mark. By saying I'm being serious, you are telling me that in this specific moment, your words are deep and true. You aren't joking. Let's practice some right now sentences. Feel the mood in these words. Repeat after us. Why are you being so quiet today? I'm just being honest with you. The house is being painted this week.
Great practice! So, remember, being is a mirror. It reflects what is happening now, but it also knows that things can change.
It's the word of change and behavior. Now that we have all three, the dream, the bridge, and the mirror, let's see how they work together in a real conversation.
We have all the pieces of the puzzle now. We have the dream, be, the bridge, Ben, and the mirror, being. But Mark, in real life, we don't just use one word and stop, right?
Exactly, Lisa. Real English is like a dance. We move from one tense to another depending on what we want to say. Let's show our listeners how these three words live together in one story.
I love this idea. Let's imagine a story about a young man named Leo. Leo wants to become a professional chef.
Okay, let's start at the beginning. Leo is in high school and he loves watching cooking shows. He tells his parents, I want to be a chef in a famous restaurant. There it is. That's his goal. That's be. He's looking at the future. Now, let's fast forward 5 years. Leo is now in culinary school. He's working very hard. His friend asks him, how is your training going, Leo? Leo replies, it's hard work. I have been practicing my knife skills every single day for months. Perfect use of been. He started practicing months ago, and he is still doing it now. It's his journey. It's the bridge. Now, imagine today is the day of Leo's final exam. He has to cook a perfect steak for the judges. He's usually very relaxed, but today he's shaking. His teacher notices and says, Leo, you are being very nervous today. Just take a deep breath and be confident.
Did you hear that? The teacher used being to talk about Leo's temporary behavior, nervous right now, and then used be to give him advice for his mindset. Be confident.
Same person, same journey, but all three words are working together to tell a rich human story.
Let's try another one that many of our listeners can relate to. Starting a new job. Be. On your first day, you tell yourself, I want to be helpful and learn quickly. Been. After 1 month, your boss says, "You have been a great addition to the team. Your work from day 1 until now." Being. Today, you are working on a very difficult report. You tell your colleague, "This report is being quite difficult, but I'll finish it. It's a temporary situation right now."
It feels so natural when you see it this way, doesn't it? It's not about memorizing a table of verbs. It's about knowing which lens you're looking through. Are you looking at the goal, the journey, or the moment?
And I want to remind everyone, if you mix them up, it's okay. If Leo said, "I am been practicing," his friend would still know he's a hard worker. If Leo said, "I want being a chef," his parents would still know his dream.
That's right. The most important thing is that Leo didn't stop talking. He kept going. Confidence comes from using the words, even if they aren't perfect.
So let's do a little flow exercise. I'll give you a situation, and you try to think which word fits. Mark, are you ready?
I'm ready.
You are at a party. You want to tell someone that you have lived in this city for a long time.
I would use the bridge word. I have been in this city for 10 years.
Good. Now, you want to tell your child to drive carefully because it's raining.
I'm giving advice for the future. Be careful while driving.
And finally, your friend is usually very funny. But today, they are telling a very sad story.
They are acting differently right now. You are being very serious today.
Spot on. Listeners, try to think of one story in your life where you can use all three. Maybe about your family, your hobby, or your English.
Now that we've seen the big picture, let's wrap everything up with some final words of encouragement.
We have traveled a long way together today, haven't we, Mark?
We certainly have, Lisa. From the dreams of be, across the bridge of being, to the reflection of being. I can feel the energy of our listeners right now.
I hope everyone listening feels a little lighter. You know, Mark, many people think that to speak English, they must be like a robot, perfectly programmed with every rule.
But a robot can't express emotion. A robot doesn't have dreams or experiences. That's why these words are so beautiful. They are human words.
Exactly. Before we say goodbye, let's talk about the most important thing: confidence. Mark, what is your advice for someone who is still afraid of mixing up been and being?
My advice is this: be brave enough to be wrong. When you speak, the person listening isn't your grammar teacher. They are a human being who wants to connect with you. If you use the wrong word, just smile and keep going.
That's so true. In fact, if you say, "I have been happy," instead of "I am being happy," the meaning is slightly different, but the feeling of happiness still reaches the other person. That is the goal of language.
Let's do a final confidence wrap-up. I want everyone to repeat these 3 sentences after me. These are your power sentences for the week.
I'm ready. Listeners, are you ready? Say it out loud.
1. I want to be proud of my English. 2. I have been working hard on my goals. 3. I am being more confident every single day.
I love that. You should all be very proud. Just by listening to this podcast for 30 minutes, you have done something amazing for your brain and your future.
Before we wrap up, we want to hear from you. Please go to the comment section of this video. We have a small homework for you, but the fun kind.
Yes! Use one of our 3 words in a sentence about yourself. Tell us where you have been, what you want to be, or how you are being today. Mark and I promise to read them.
And if this episode helped you understand these three tiny monsters a bit better, please give us a thumbs up. Your support means the world to us.
Remember, subscribing to Talk Lisa is not just about following a channel. It's about joining a family of learners who support each other.
Thank you for your time, your ears, and your beautiful hearts. English is a journey, and we are so honored to walk this path with you.
Keep practicing, keep listening, and most importantly, keep being yourself.
I'm Mark.
And I'm Lisa.
Goodbye, everyone. See you in the next episode.